As the president confronts a steep rise in violence throughout the Middle East, the administration is also facing a battle in Congress over the immigration crisis at the southern border. But there may be progress on that front. CBS's Skyler Henry is at the White House tonight to explain. Skyler, good evening.
Hey, Jerika, good evening to you. That bipartisan group of negotiators says they've been hammering out this deal for months and are positive about the prospects of an agreement as early as this week with the Biden administration. That's despite sharp criticism from former President Trump.
If that bill were the law today, I'd shut down the border right now and fix it quickly.
President Biden campaigning in South Carolina this weekend says he'll close up the U.S.-Mexico border if at any point it becomes overwhelmed, if Congress approves the bipartisan proposal currently under negotiation in the Senate. Lawmakers are finalizing the language of the plan.
That's been the simple request of Americans, whether you're Republican, Democrat, or Independent. People just want a secure border.
CBS News' immigration reporter Camila Montoya Galvez is at the border in Eagle Pass, Texas.
This would be a seismic shift in policy here at the U.S.-Mexico border. The president would be allowed to suspend asylum processing when illegal crossings spike, authorizing border agents here to quickly return migrants back to Mexico across the Rio Grande.
The terms also would raise the standard to accept asylum seekers and shorten the legal review process of their cases to just 6 months. While the immigration challenge remains front and center in Washington, it's also a pressing issue along the campaign trail.
I'll tell you what, a bad bill is, I'd rather have no bill than a bad bill. A bad bill you can't have, and that's what was happening.
I say to President Biden, prove it. Get into a room and get this done and prove it, because the American people are waiting. I put this on Republicans and Democrats. I'm not picking favorites in this. I'm telling you, they have all not done a good job from the very beginning.
Also on the docket, House Republicans released articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over what they call his failure to manage the southern border, a charge Democrats call a sham.
And Skyler, even with this likely compromise in the Senate, this bill would face an uphill battle in the House as Republicans want even stricter asylum measures. Talk about what's at stake.
Yeah, that's the interesting part of this. Lawmakers in the Senate have signaled they want to move quickly on this deal. Remember, this includes more funding in terms of a vote. That would include more funding for everything from getting more aid to Ukraine and Taiwan, state disaster relief, and provide more support for Israel in its war with Hamas. Jerika.
All right, Skyler Henry at the White House, thank you.